Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video. We are talking about your twin flame journey, and today it's all about the karmic cycles that we are going through, right? What is that? It's all about the definitions about what we are talking about and how we can really understand this to go deeper and to really know what we have to heal there. Yeah, what is a karmic cycle and how do we move through a karmic cycle? Are we moving through karmic cycles and they come to an end by themselves? Sometimes, right? Sometimes this is the case because we change, something is changing in our lives, and then something else is coming to an end, right? And so a karmic cycle can uh, just end, right? But when we talk about our twin flame journey, then we talk about those deeply embedded structures and belief systems that we need to resolve, right? So you've heard me talking about how important it is to focus on positive things, on joy, to really acknowledge when you find something that you feel joyful about, and that it's all about taking responsibility for what you feel. But of course we never want to mask our feelings. We have feelings, and we have feelings. There's a wide range of feelings, right? We always want to be honest with ourselves, but we always want to look out for those positive things. And I always say, well, this is one pillar, right? One pillar is this mindset of being in high vibration, and also knowing more and more and being more and more skillful around how to get there and how to stay there, right? That's one part of the things that we have to learn. And the other part is clearing our basement, right? Clearing our issues. And that's when it comes to karmic cycles, because karmic cycles is like a cycle that keeps going on and on. um, and and if we don't clear the underlying pattern, then basically nothing is happening, right? So and I've prepared something here. My famous structure, right? I already made a drawing once, which was like, I think not a masterpiece. Yeah, but it's really, I want to show you that those structures, those belief systems they are real, right? And they are solid. This is a belief system, right? And the belief systems, they are also like corresponding to our chakras. They're corresponding to our energy systems. We have beliefs that are tied in everywhere. We have beliefs that are like maybe only affecting our heart chakra or our solar plexus chakra when it comes to our self-esteem, right? Or our foundation, really the root chakra, or our creative energy and our sexual energy. So there are many different structures, many different belief systems. Some are serving us and some are not, right? And of course we want to address those that are not serving us. So you could go anywhere in the world, you would always take that belief system with you, and that's why you keep attracting the things that you attract, right? For example, you are always in third-party situations, for example, or you're always um, uh, like in abusive relationships when it comes to your workplace. And so, of course, those are things that we have built in this lifetime. Sometimes they come from our ancestors, from the family, and then we get to experience all kinds of weird relationships. And those people, they come in basically to help us resolve this. But over years and years, we do not really get the message, right? So now, of course, I have another belief system here. Let's say this is a really good feeling belief system. And you could focus here, right? And say, oh, that's feeling good. I'm going to stay with that one, going to forget about this one. That's what we often do, right? When we, for example, when I left home, I was sure, I was sure that I would make everything different than my parents, right? So I would forget about my past, and that was basically a good thing, right? And I was focusing on other things. But guess what? Those belief systems and the uncomfortable situations that are like connected to the belief system, like having bullies in my life, not being able to move, to really attract the work that I want. It's not that yeah, and it's sometimes a belief system that is not serving you can be quiet for some time. It's like it disappears, right? But then you can be sure that it will be triggered again at some point in your life. And for sure, if you are on the twin flame journey, you cannot look there, for example, to your twin flame without resolving this. This has to go, right? Otherwise, your twin flame will bring everything up to the surface. That's very uncomfortable, right? Very unpopular, and it's very painful sometimes, because those belief systems, those are the type of structures that make us cope, right? That make us like cope with for example, addictions. It could be any addiction, right? And those belief systems are the belief systems that are in the way when it comes to loving ourselves, um, and really the necessary steps that we need to take, because they're sitting somewhere in the solar plexus, right, and telling us that we are not good enough, for example. So they have to go, and in order for those belief systems to go, we have to address, as I always say, those bullets here, right? In order to really crumble the whole structure, we have to really crumble that so that it really disappears, right? It's nothing will be left. And that's how we do it, by addressing, you could say, this belief system is, this bigger structure is built of smaller structures, smaller belief systems. For example, you believe that abuse is loyalty. Or to make it a little bit clearer, for example, you believe that self-destruction equals relaxation, because maybe at some point relaxation was really, really too dangerous for you. So you could not relax in your family. You always had to be alert in some way. And so relaxation was really something that was also dangerous. And so now you are on the twin flame journey. Now you hear me say, focus on joy, right? Focus on love, relax. As I always say, relax into who you really are. And then the belief system kicks up, right? The belief system that relaxation is not good for you, that relaxation is something destructive. And so all kinds of things suddenly happen that are destructive in your life. And what did I do? I felt very good. I was in a very good place. Yeah, but guess what? This relaxation is connected to something, and this is why sometimes along the journey you're headed in a very good positive direction, but this is bringing all the issues to the surface. That's just how it is, right? And we have to get used a little bit to those kinds of things, and also learn how to read those things, and how to then deal with those those uncomfortable events in our lives. And of course also with the uncomfortable emotions, but they're all gold nuggets really. So we of course we are like on an ascension journey, right? We are like raising the vibration, raising the frequency, and along the way, of course it's like this, right? But let's say surely but slowly we're going up. That's the direction. And when we are like when we are like in joy, bliss, and peace and love, then a lot of things are very different, right? We can, in this vibration, that's why the teachers like me, we resolve a lot of issues because we know we have a bigger picture, and we are like able to control our vibration, and so we are like mastering the energies and able to clear and shift things. But so are you really, right? So I don't know where exactly you are on your journey, but for sure you're headed exactly in that direction, and that's what you are meant to find out, and that's where you're meant to go. You're meant to end those karmic cycles one after the other. So you're meant to clear one issue after the other, everything that keeps coming up, right? And if you miss it, don't worry, it'll come up again. Right? Because I have crumbled the structure. I only have this one left. The universe will keep bringing up issues that are bringing up exactly the specific feeling of this structure, right? Exactly the specific feeling, the quality of that feeling. And it doesn't matter, very often it's one person that is helping us resolving a specific karmic cycle, but sometimes it's also it's like you're leaving, for example, one partner. I'm sure you have maybe made this experience. You're leaving a person, and then you think it's totally different with someone else, but guess what? Those things keep coming up, right? It'll be a match. So sometimes it's more than one person, but for sure the people where we have originally developed those belief systems, they will not help us to resolve them. It's always other people coming into the picture, right? And then they are a match, and then they are showing us our issues very clearly. And one of those people is, of course, our twin flame. Our twin flame is basically mirroring everything. But sometimes when issues are very intense, twin flame is stepping back, and other people are there to help us resolve this first, and then we move on and clear the rest, or what's, I don't know if it ever ends, but we keep clearing then stuff with our twin flame. But it's not our twin flame that is mirroring all of our stuff. But should be, the twin flame is mirroring all of our stuff, but some of the stuff is too intense. We cannot really be in the presence of our twin flame while we are still carrying those patterns and those belief systems. Yeah, that's the thing, and I'm really here to help you with pinpointing those issues, right? Like those bullets here, to find out what is this issue, because that's in my experience the thing where you have uh, a hard time sometimes, because you have blind spots and you're not familiar with what are those things maybe that need to be cleared, right? And so if you need assistance in this, please send me an email and you will receive my offers. The email is in the description box. And if you want to get to know me a little bit closer, you can also choose, of course, to subscribe to the channel, but also to click on the link below for a free webinar that I've created. Yeah, so it's very, very interesting, and the more issues you resolve along the way and the more karmic cycles you close, the freer you feel. And it's really like so motivating to feel things lightening up, to feel the shift, and how things are moving. And that's when it when it gets really juicy and really wonderful to experience the journey, right? I know it's a long way sometimes to get there, and sometimes we also, it takes a while for us to gather all the information and the tools and everything, till we then decide to go for the healing and to really be there for us, step up for us, for ourselves, and to really go for this ascension and healing. So yeah, I hope this was clear, and that's all for today. I wish you a really beautiful day, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.